Now, ITV News understands that plans are being considered to increase the number of senior royals allowed to represent the King. The so-called councillors of state are meant to step in if Charles were ever unable to complete his official duties. But there are calls for the list of 5 currently to be revised because it still includes Princes Andrew and Harry. Geraint Vincent has more.
The roles of the 2 princes who are no longer working royals are still causing concern in the corridors of power, and it's got nothing to do with what uniforms they may or may not wear.
Is the government happy to continue with a situation where the councillors of state and regency powers may be exercised by the Duke of York or the Duke of Sussex, one of whom has left public life and one of whom has left the country?
There are currently 5 councillors of state: the Queen Consort, the Prince of Wales, Prince Harry, Prince Andrew and Princess Beatrice, members of the royal family who are eligible to stand in for the King on official duties like signing Acts of Parliament into law.
The problem is that, 3 of these 5, you have Prince Andrew, Prince Harry and Princess Beatrice no longer conducting public duties, but also you would expect that when the King is away, so would be the Queen travelling with him. So in practice, you're only left with Prince William, and the practice is that 2 councillors of state are required to act together. That's why Prince William accompanied the King, when he was the Prince of Wales, at the state opening of Parliament in May.
Now that Harry is an expat, it'll be even more difficult for him to stand in for his father, and as for Andrew, Councillor of State is one of the very few titles he retains after being stripped of so many during the scandal over his association with Jeffrey Epstein. And such a significant constitutional role is one from which this parliamentarian says both princes should be excluded.
And I think there needs to be question about how somebody arrives at the position of being a councillor of state, but also what are the determinations that person is fit to hold such an important office. So of course it is right that we put scrutiny over this question.
Of course, one way of avoiding having to dismiss Harry or Andrew would be simply to increase the number of councillors. Princess Anne and Prince Edward would be obvious candidates. The King will be making his first overseas trip sometime in the not too distant future, so it's a situation which needs fixing soon. Geraint Vincent, ITV News.